Had a pretty good night's sleep. Woke up probably at least once, maybe twice. Wind was quite strong, but that was nice to listen to. All snug in bed. I've been up. I've done my breakfast. Some Borger's strawberries, which was lovely. Evening meal last night was pretty horrible, gotta be said. I won't say the make or manufacturer of it. I can't see it at the moment, but it was carbonara, pasta carbonara, and the taste wasn't great. And sort of the residue left on your spoon, sort of the greasy, cheesy, it was just a bit slimy. Took quite a bit to wash it off in the stream. But yeah, the breakfast has made up for it. That was nice. So I'm all full. I'm just phased with the difficult decision now of when I get out of my warm sleeping bag. But it won't be long until we hit the trail. So we'll see you shortly. So here we are, packed up, starting day 2. Weather's lovely. Had a slight bit of drizzle again this morning just before I was about to get out of the tent. So that clearly made gravity stronger this morning, because that was a bit of a fight. But as you can see, packed away. I would say leave no trace. However, someone has already had a fire, as you can see. I didn't last night. I'm not a huge one for fires. I'd rather just get into my sleeping bag and rest up. I did make a slight error last night. I forgot to peg out one of the sides to my tent, so my sleeping bag at the foot end was a bit damp this morning, so I'll be having to sort that out later. But I expect the next time we speak will be at the top of Conic Hill, so I will see you up there. This is the sign that we're about to climb Conic Hill. Something pleasant about the waterfall, isn't there? At least water noise. Omaha, you've got the oak tree inn, there's a little shop, and a little cafe, all very pleasant. Been into all 3 of those earlier on in the week. I enjoyed a lovely pulled pork pie from the shop. Not that I'll be doing that today, but once we get down to Omaha, we'll be walking through and we'll be turning right, going up the side of Loch Lomond, keeping Loch Lomond on your left. And I'll probably stop off and see my family. They're enjoying the warmth of the caravan this morning, hopefully still. But this actually isn't the top of Conic Hill. If I pan to my left, just up there. You take that path. I have seen a couple slip down there before. I've not actually ever been up there, so I think today is the day. So I'm going to leave my pack just here by the side of the path, and I will make my way up. So as soon as the weather's decent, I'll give you a tour from up there. So we're making progress on the way down the side of Conic Hill, just to give you an idea of the terrain. Bit of a guide to the, that's got to be a good half a metre crevice down there, so you climb down there. And then you've got the dreaded stairs, the start of the stairs. So in a way it's easier, but in the other hand it's a bit more difficult. Depends on what you like. Right, let's see you at the bottom. So we've just come to the end of the wild camping permit. And you can see there the sign, that's the start of the camping management zone. So if you get to this point looking for a wild place to camp, you may have to look, obviously depending on the time of year. You've now got to get to Tamagun Lodge, I believe it is, if you need to wild camp. But if you're going there in one day, you're a better man than I.
Put your head under, guys. It's nice and cold. Itch.
Just down there is the junction with the little blue cottage. So that's coming from Balmahar. Don't go up the steep hill, come down here. And you get to this junction where these couple are going up. That is the junction for the West Highland Way. I do believe that is just up and over. At the top there's a viewing point to the lock. I'm not sure. I've heard that's the only reason to go up there. Previously I haven't. I continued straight down here to the jetty, and you keep to the right at the jetty, and there's a little path around the lock, down the lock side, and it meets up with the official West Highland Way. Today I'm going to continue being glutton for punishment, and I'm going to head up to the viewing point. So I might see you breathlessly up there shortly. So if you've decided to not go up to the viewing point, you come down from this direction here, and I have noticed, which I hadn't spotted the first time I did it, there was this other climb up to the viewing point, and that's not what I was meaning by taking the right at the dock. This is the dock down here, and as you come down, just off to the right, where this young family are going, is the route you would take. And although it looks a bit of a rocky climb, that does turn into a path, as you can see. There are some other people on that route. So if you're unsure, then that should hopefully reassure you that would bring you out on the other side of the viewing point if you didn't fancy climbing all the way up there. So here we are at the top. It's a not insignificant hike up. Nothing obviously compared to what you've just done on Conic Hill, but it does seem a little unnecessary after Conic Hill. But there is some nice views, so we'll let them have it. This is the path down off that viewing point. Pretty in itself, but it is quite steep, so if you don't want to see the viewing point, the views over the lock, then you can just follow the road to the end where the pier is, and just find the route off to the right of the pier and continue on the way. So that's where it brings you out. That's the path you can take from the pier, just after Balmaha, and I'm keeping on the path going this way. So we're making our way along the side of the Loch Lomond. I believe this is the Milwaukee Bay car park. Behind me are some toilets. I don't know if they're open at the moment. I'm heading off in that direction, going around to the Camping and Caravan Club site, which is called the Milwaukee Bay Camping and Caravan Club site, which is, I believe, just over there. There I'll find my wife, hopefully a shower and a bite to eat. So we've been continuing down the side of Loch Lomond. We've just passed Solochy, the wild camping zone, wild camping area I suppose, which is nice. We've still got a couple of 3 miles left to do. I'm way behind planned schedule because I stopped at Milwaukee Bay campsite to see my wife and son, and it was really hard to get going again, so that was quite difficult. But we're just having a 5-minute break just to take on some sustenance. So we've had some meat sausages, lovely company, we do a lovely biltong, and we've had an energy gel and a Haribo Star Mix kids pack, so that should just give me a bit of a spike to get me the last few miles in, and then we can set up tent, so that'd be great. Okay guys, I'll catch up with you later.